It's a celebrity special, Stars in Their Eyes. Please welcome your host, Matthew Kelly.
Welcome to Celebrity Stars in Their Eyes. Tonight, 5 famous faces will become 5 famous faces. So you get 2 stars for the price of 1. It doesn't matter whether you've wowed them on the West End or tortured them on TV. Tonight, it's not what you do best, it's who you do best. 1 minute you're a celebrity out on the town, hanging out with Kate, Keris, Noel and Jarvis, dolled up in Armani and sucking on a Black Russian. The next, you're on this stage, hanging out with Dozy, Beaky, Mick and Titch, dressed up in loon pants and sucking on a mint imperial. They'll be glammed up like a collision between Lily Savage's makeup truck and a van full of Madonna's cast-offs on the way to the charity shop. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, don't gloat, Kelly. At least they've got the bottle to do it. Well, I've got the bottle to sing live too, and it's called Sweet Sherry. But not tonight. So, which mystery star will be the first to stare into fame's unforgiving abyss? First to enter the valley of the shadow of stars? First to feel fear's deathly grip slowly tightening around their nether regions? No pressure, though. Anyway, see if you can guess the identity of that first celebrity guest. Her professional life has involved a stint as a holiday rep, several affairs, and attempted murder. Club 1830, those were the days. All that was easy compared to walking through those doors, so she'd better learn to run before she can walk.
This is Kenwood, which is near Hampstead Heath, and I don't like going out on my own, so I have a personal trainer, and this is him, Simon, and we really enjoy it, and it's a chance to keep fit and have fun as well. I love Stars in Their Eyes. It's to me, it's become a bit of a sort of Saturday night ritual, and I think it's almost reached cult status, really, hasn't it? I think everyone wants to be a pop star, whether they pretend they don't want to be or not. They do. Come on, we all stand in front of that mirror with a mic or a guitar, and we live our fantasies, and Stars in Their Eyes is a chance to live your fantasy. I am a huge fan of the person I'm going to be. To me, she is the original rock chick and a huge female icon. Come on, Slow Coach.
Thanks. She's been an East End girl, a real woman, and a brilliant actress who's nothing like any of her characters, thank heavens. Michelle Collins!
Can I just check?
What?
Is it really you, Matthew Kelly?
It's really me. And it's really you as well. You, sunburn, real women.
Yeah, but it's not like this, is it?
It's
not. Nothing like Stars in Your Eyes.
Well, it's a bit different. What do you like as a singer?
Well, I'm not a great singer, and I don't have confidence really in singing. I was in a band when I was 19, which was a very long time ago, called Mary Wilson and the Wilsations. I was a backing singer, so I could hide.
But what's been happening while you've been rehearsing your song at home with your little girl?
Oh, I have to go upstairs. I bought myself a karaoke machine so I could practice, and my daughter was downstairs watching Teletubbies or something, and she came out and opened the door and went, "Mummy, please don't sing, it's horrible."
Well, that's encouraging. Now, you have to play a guitar as the person that you're going to be tonight.
Yes.
Can you play the guitar?
Well, I had a few lessons, but when I was a kid, I used to belong to a guitar club on a Saturday morning, and we used to play the Wombles of Wimbledon, and I used to borrow my mum's fur coat. And
what, and dress up as a womble?
I've got a bit better than that and dress up as a womble.
Oh, that's
Didn't you used to do that?
No. Not ever. And even if I did, I wouldn't admit it on national television.
I
would not. You better tell us something about the person that you're going to be.
OK, she's had a career that spanned the last 20 years as a pop singer. She sang at Live Aid in 1985, and she appeared in an episode of Friends last year, which has just been repeated this year.
Fantastic. Tell us who you're going to be tonight, Michelle.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Chrissie Hynde.
Chrissie Hynde! From the Pretenders to a great pretender. Tonight, singing live, Michelle Collins is Chrissie Hynde!
got brass in pockets. I got body, ain't gonna use it. Intention, I feel inventive. Gonna make you notice. I got motion, restrained emotion. I've been diving, detourling, no visa. Just seems so pleasing. Gonna make you notice. Gonna use my arms, gonna use my legs, gonna use my style, gonna use my side step, gonna use my fingers, gonna use my imagination. 'Cause I'm gonna make you see. Nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me. I got rhythm, can't miss the beat. I got no skin, so reach. I got something. I'm winking at you. Gonna make you notice. Gonna use my arms, gonna use my legs, gonna use my style, gonna use my side step, gonna use my fingers, gonna use my imagination. 'Cause I'm gonna make you see. Nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me, 'cause I'm gonna make you see. There's nobody else here, no one like me. I'm special, so special. I gotta have some of your attention. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Steady. Great transformation. Is this a case of brunettes having more fun than blondes, is it?
I think I look more like Alice Cooper.
No,
Glenda will kill me.
not at all.
I
Not
look
at
like my mum.
No. Just tell me something. Which is worse? Being married to Ian Beale for 4 years or 3 minutes of this?
Oh, being married to Ian Beale. No, no, this is far worse. It's so much, you know, you have scripts and things, but this is so hard.
I think it's fantastic that people like you come on this show because we know you for your big dramatic roles and we know that you can do that. But when we see a hidden talent like this,
We have got a lot to lose, haven't we? I
We've
could
got-
never work again.
you.
I might never work again.
Oh no! What do you think your daughter will have said?
She prefer the Teletubbies.
Well, we don't. Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Collins as Chrissie Hynde. Return Michelle from a blonde to a brunette. So, what follicular folly can we inflict on our next family favourite? And once again, he's playing to the gallery.
Well, here I am today at the Institute of Contemporary Art, and I am a big fan of contemporary art and even have a bit of a go myself to relax in my spare time. Yes, I suppose you could say my hobby is painting. I think a lot of comedians have a secret desire to be a pop singer. And the beauty of it is you don't have to get a laugh at the end of it. You know, as soon as you finish the song, you're guaranteed a round of applause. Well, I think it's everyone's secret dream, isn't it, to walk through the smoky doorway. The reason I wanted to do it, basically, was to be able to have some hair again. You know, the beauty of Stars in Your Eyes, you can get any wig you like, and a loose-fitting shirt.
Well, he's no oil painting, is he?
Giving up his day job to try a different kind of stand-up, the fantastic Harry Hill. Harry, this must be a very big day for you. Will the family be watching?
The family will be watching. Nan, I think she's in somewhere up the back, but
she?
she's a little short-sighted, Matthew, I'll be honest with you.
No, really?
She said to me the other day, give me a hand with this jigsaw puzzle of a chicken. And I said, Nan, it's a box of cornflakes. Look, she's... She said, I've got the corners. Look, I've got the corners. It's all beak.
But you're not who you appear to be. You have a past, don't you?
Yes.
We know that you were something of a doctor at one time. Have you ever been called upon to use these skills?
When I was a doctor, I was called on daily to do them, but that's not what you're getting at,
Not
is it?
really, you know.
I was recently on a flight.
Yes.
I was recently on a flight back from Amsterdam, and there was a call goes out. It's my nightmare, basically. The call goes out. Is there a doctor on board? So I thought, oh, yeah. So I sort of sunk down into my seat, thinking there normally about 15, 16 doctors on any flight, and no one came forward. So I thought, well, I better. I said, you know, I used to be a doctor. I haven't done it for a while. He said, oh yes, you're Harry Hill. We were just coming to get you. So I walked down the plane like that, and of course, quite a number of people were going, oh, look, it's Harry Hill. Go on, Harry, sort him out. Go on. So I sort of walked down, but by then a St John's ambulance fella had sorted him out and wouldn't let me get near. You know, he's one of these sort of possessive types. I saw him first.
Oh, yeah.
He's mine, he's mine. So I didn't have to do anything.
Do you like the person that you're going to be tonight?
I love him. You know, he's one of my big favourites. I followed him. He used to be in a band, but then he went solo. Shall I give you the clues?
Oh, please do.
Is that what you're... Well...
Only if you have a moment.
His real name is Stephen. He's a local lad from Manchester. And at any one time, he's been a charming man. He's had a hand in a glove, a thorn in his side, and his girlfriend in a coma. Once described as Britain's most aggressive loner.
Not unlike yourself.
Yes.
Who are you going to be tonight?
Tonight, Matthew, I am going to be Morrissey.
Morrissey! The man who made miserable fashionable. Tonight, singing live, Harry Hill is Morrissey!
Punctured bicycle, side and forward. Won't let you make a man of me yet. When in his charming car, this charming man, what pamper life's complexities when the leather runs smooth on the passenger seat. About these things, I would go out tonight, but I haven't got a stitch to wear. This man said it's gruesome that someone so handsome should dare. Na 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 na. This charming man. Na 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 na. This charming man. A jumped-up country boy who never knew his place. He said, return the ring. He knows so much about these things.
That really was fabulous. It was fabulous. I mean, look, Gladys,
Yes.
crystal beads, hair,
These have got to go back to Dame Edna tomorrow.
see-through shirts. This is a start of a whole new fan base for you.
Absolutely, yes.
Your nan will be very proud.
You think so?
She won't have a clue what she's just seen. And you'll never get work as a doctor again, will you?
Never.
Not after this. Congratulations. Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Hill as Morrissey. Harry Hill in natural health specs and mad clothes. Who'd have thought? But Celebrity Stars in the Rise isn't just a bit of fun. No. Who knows what doors will open once our doors have opened? You know, before she appeared last year as Cher, Carol Vorderman was merely a hugely talented TV host and friend of Richard Whiteley. But since she got all trussed up in leather, Richard hasn't slept a wink. And Carol can't walk down the street without men asking for one from the bottom and two from the top. Anything can happen. So stick around for the flip side of two more mystery guests after the break. I'll see you in a minute. Yeah, welcome back to Celebrity Stars in the Rise. In part one, Michelle Collins and Harry Hill cut the mustard on the most nerve-wracking show in Britain. They were all alone with nothing to help them except a voice, a backcomb Barnett, and our in-house therapist. And yet, there are still 3 superstar guests gagging to prove they've got another string to their bow. You know, reputations are on the line tonight. Will they sound like Celine Dion or a sea lion dying? Move like a Backstreet Boy or a Backstrain Boy? Will they kick bottom or get their bottom kicked? See if you can guess the identity of our next celebrity. You'll find her pulling every night in the public house that Jack built.
I'm a huge fan of the show. I always have been. In fact, my little boy Matthew, who's 10, I've actually taken him along to the last 2 dress rehearsals of the final. So not only have we seen it on the telly, we've actually seen it all going on backstage as well, which kind of adds to my nerves a bit. I've been nervous for weeks now. When I was asked to do it, it was quite some time ago, and it seemed like a really good idea. And then I've been waking up thinking, why have I said it? I'm a big fan of the person I'm going to be. She's had a wonderful career spanning several decades, and but my favourite era is the era that I'm picking the song from. And the song for me is it's a feel-good song. It's one of those that whenever it comes on the radio, it kind of lifts your spirits a little bit. So that's why I chose it. This song has a kind of significance because it's always been a favourite of mine, and it's like a little girl dream, really, to go and get dressed up backstage and come on, and, you know, my family are all going to be there, so it'll be quite exciting for them as well.
Right, come on, you lot. Can you get your drinks off, please?
In the street, she's Natalie Barnes, but tonight she's really Denise Welsh. You have had one of the best theatrical groundings of anybody I've ever met, and I know your father is responsible for that grounding. He's here tonight.
Yes, he is, Vin.
Yes.
My dad used to do a drag act.
Oh, really?
Which started off as a bit of a laugh just for some friends, but then it sort of grew, and he did some charities, and then he won a Pub Entertainer of the Year competition, because our surname's Welsh, she went out as Raquel.
Obviously,
And I was always quite proud of Dad, and I just got used to the fact that he dressed up as a woman. But my sister Debbie, who's also here, used to be horrified and say, Dad, don't get the photos out, put them away. And she was working on the cruise ships, and she invited Mum and Dad on for a cruise and said to Dad, please don't bring your dresses, Dad. So he promised that he wouldn't. Anyway, Debbie, one night, they were at the big captain's night, and Dad had disappeared. And Debbie thought, well, he's been away half an hour, where is he? So she said, the horror on her face as she walked along the corridor and passed Shirley Bassey walking towards her. And she sat crying in the cabin for half an hour, plucked up courage to go back into the big room. And Dad was up dancing with the captain, and they had a competition to find the king and the queen of the cruise, and Dad won both prizes.
So, tell us something about the person that you're going to be.
OK, the person is a favourite artist of mine. Now, she's just celebrated her 50th year in the business. Her first record was released in 1949, and it was called Music, Music, Music. And the 60s period is the period that she's most famous for. And the song I'm doing is from that particular era.
And that's where we're from as well. So tell us who you're going to be tonight, Denise.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Petula Clark.
Petula Clark! The original Britney Spears tonight, singing live. Denise Welch is Petula Clark!
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go downtown. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Downtown, just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon signs are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. No finer place for sure. Downtown, everything's waiting for you. Downtown. Don't hang around and let your problems surround you. There are movie shows downtown. Maybe you know some little places to go to where they never close. Downtown, just listen to the rhythm of the gentle bossa nova. You'll be dancing with them too before the night is over. Happy again. The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go downtown, where all the lights are bright. Downtown, waiting for you tonight. Downtown, you're gonna be alright. Downtown, downtown, downtown. You may find somebody kind to help and understand you, someone who is just like you and needs a gentle hand to guide them along. So maybe I'll see you there. We can forget all our troubles, forget all our cares, and go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. Don't wait a minute for downtown. Everything's waiting for you. Downtown, everything's waiting for you.
Hiya.
How was that?
Scary, but I did it. Got through it.
Absolutely. Didn't the Coronation Street Spice Girls tell you what it was like?
Yes, they did, actually. They said they had a ball, and once it was over, they wanted it to start again, but I don't quite share that sentiment.
No. This is more dangerous than the Batterby's caravan. This
saying something.
is more dangerous than Ashley's bedroom here, mate. I'm telling you. You were absolutely fantastic. You made
Thank
your
you.
family very proud, and
I
you made
hope
us
so.
very proud too.
Thank you.
And your dad says, can you borrow the frock after?
Yes, I'll bring it home, Dad.
Ladies and gentlemen, Denise Welch as Petula Clark.
Thank you.
You see, you can't judge a book by its cover. But on tonight's Celebrity Bookshelf, you'll find our next mystery guest under current affairs, desktops, and the famous five. Who is it? Judge for yourself.
My everyday job is a wonderful job, but it is a very serious job, and any of the laughs and the fun that happen off screen, because usually you're dealing with really serious subjects.
Yeah.
What possessed me to go on Stars in Your Eyes? That is an incredibly good question, and now I'm not sure I know the answer to it. It is not my fantasy to be a singer. I mean, if I manage to actually open my mouth and get the words out, I will be happy. I am going to be unbelievably nervous. Last night, in fact, I had my first bad Stars in Their Eyes dream, where I sort of suddenly woke up when when I was standing there, and I got the first line out, and then there was no second line of the song. So I am just going to be so nervous. I mean, I would rather do a crisis, a world war, a royal wedding, than walk out there and do this.
She's the news girl who made headlines of her own, the face of Channel 5, Kirsty Young. See, you are the Trevor McDonald of Channel 5.
No, I'm afraid not. No, I don't quite have his composure, certainly not right now.
Yes, but you've had a lot of experience as a top anchorwoman, presenter, newsreader.
Done all that, done all the serious stuff.
You've had a lot of good background to this. What was your first job?
My first ever job before...
Your first ever job?
On weekends, when I was still at school, I used to put the jam in the jam donuts. That was my first ever job.
See, this is where
you've got to start somewhere.
Of course. How long were you doing that?
I did that on weekends for about a year in a bakery.
Yeah, so a good long apprenticeship.
Yes.
And I bet you thought, oh, there must be more to life than this.
I did. I'm sure that spurred me on to greater things.
What was actually the worst job you ever did?
I once had to abseil 35 metres down a waterfall, and I'm scared of heights.
Okay.
That was not nice.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how does that compare on a fear factor to this show?
On a scale of 1 to 10, tonight I am hitting a high 11.
And we do go to 11, in fact. OK, so give us some clues about the person that you're going to be.
OK, she was born Norma Eggstrom, obviously not her performing name, back in 1920. When she started singing, she sang with a lot of the big bands, and one of her favourites was Duke Ellington, and he had such high regard for her that his nickname for her was the Queen, because she's got quite a kind of regal presence. Singing was the main thing, but she also was a very successful actress too.
Tell us who you're going to be, Kirsty.
Well, tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Peggy Lee.
Peggy Lee! Taking us from the edge of her desk to the edge of our seats tonight, singing live, Kirsty Young is Peggy Lee!
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight, fever. In the morning, a fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, a moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name, and I know you're gonna treat me right. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight, fever. In the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever. That is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new thing. A fever started long ago. Romeo loved Juliet. Juliet, she felt the same. When she put his arms around her, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame. I'll give it fever. When we kiss that fever with that flame in youth. Fever, I'm on fire. Fever, yeah, I burn forsooth. Forsooth, I'm burning, baby. Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad they give you fever. Be it Fahrenheit or centigrade, they give you fever. When you kiss them, fever, if you live, you'll learn. Fever, till you sizzle, but what a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn.
Fantastic transformation.
It's over.
Oh, now steady. You said on a scale of 1 to 10 on fear, it was an 11.
It was 11.
Was it
yeah.
really 11?
Actually, no. The first 2 lines, I thought if I get the first 2 lines, that'd be fine. And also, just hearing the applause and everybody wants you to do it, and that was the best thing.
You
I think.
love it, don't you?
I do.
You love it. You want to do it again, don't you?
No. Once
No,
was
but
enough.
you are a natural. What did your mother say when you said you were going to be on the show?
My mother said, first of all, she said, "You really think you should?" And then when I told her that I was going to do it, she said, "Fantastic, go for it." So I think she was pretty.
You'll have
glad.
made her very proud.
I hope so.
Well
Fingers
done.
crossed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kirsty Young as Peggy Lee. 4 down, 1 to go, as Rod Stewart once said about his backing singers. After the break, a soap star will be trading faces with a pop star, so who are they? And most importantly, who will they be? You know, I couldn't swap places with a megastar. I mean, imagine me spending the night in Madonna's shoes. Well, I have actually, but I'm never going to that club again. Anyway, in 3 minutes, our final celebrity will go through the most famous changing rooms on TV for the performance of a lifetime and that crucial audience vote. Only 1 star will be allowed to leave here tonight as a winner. The other 4 will be staying here forever. See you in a mo. Welcome back to Celebrity Stars in the Rise. We've already seen Michelle Collins, Harry Hill, Denise Welsh and Kirsty Young. Just 1 more star before our studio audience elevate the winner to the status of a living god. But hey, let's not underplay their achievement. Our final mystery guest has got what it takes to walk through those doors, but can he charm our notoriously judgmental studio audience? Before we meet him, here's some clues to a man who gets his hands dirty for showbiz. But when you're down on the farm, you don't have a choice.
I play a bit of a schemer, a lot of a schemer, being a wide boy and cheating on everyone, and he just hates happiness, really. Hates anyone who's making it, so he tries to destroy them. Not a very nice guy. I do watch Stars in Their Eyes. I'd like to be on the show just for the fact that being in a soap, you only get to people only get to see you in one light. People get to see you as whoever you play, and nothing else. So it's just an opportunity to go out and just have a go. I think the worst bit will be tonight, Matthew. I'm going to be. I can't imagine. I've seen all these people saying that, and you can see the fear in their eyes. So I'm dreading saying that. But it'll be good fun as well. Hopefully it'll be sort of nervous energy running through me. Right, I'm off for a drink at the Woolpack.
Ladies and gentlemen, Emmerdale's newest talent, Ben Freeman! Your character is called Scott Windsor on Emmerdale, right?
Yeah.
Now, and he's a bit of a womanizer, right?
He is.
Was that your idea?
No, but I enjoy playing it though.
Yeah. I bet you love playing it. What qualifies you to be here? I mean, are you a good singer?
Well, I have sung in the past. My first song I sang was called the Chicken Song. My idea. We were doing a piece at school, and we had to devise a Blue Peter style show, or a kid's show, and do the adverts in between as well. And I decided to I first put my hand up and said, "Can we do an advert about chickens?" So I went home and designed this chicken outfit, mask, cape, and everything, and so that the main part was actually the advert rather than the show. And I sang a song called "Chick, Chick, 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 Good Morning, Mrs. Hen."
How many chickens have you got? And I've got 10, and then it goes down to 1. So, wonderful song. So I think that qualifies me for being on this show.
Absolutely. So, you're a big fan of the person that you're going to be
Yes.
tonight. You like this guy.
Yes, I
Tell us
do.
a little bit about him.
Well, he was born in Stoke-on-Trent. An avid supporter of Port Vale Football Club. He was in a boy band that had 8 #1 hits in the charts. Since then, he left that and then went out with an All Saints girlie.
Oh, we're really stuck now.
Who is that?
You better tell us who you're going to be tonight, Ben.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Robbie Williams.
Robbie Williams! He's got stars directing his fate tonight. Singing live, Ben Freeman is Robbie Williams!
We got stars directing our fate. Praying it's not too late. Some say that we are players, some say that we are pawns. But we've been making money since the day that we were born. Got to slow down, 'cause we're low down. Run around in circles and live a life of solitude till we find ourselves a partner, someone to relate to. Then we'll slow down, for we fall down. We got stars directing our fate. When we're praying it's not too late, 'cause we know we're falling from grace. Millennium. Come and have a go if you think you are in love. Come and have a go if you think you are in love. Millennium. We got stars directing our fate. When we're praying it's not too late, 'cause we know we're falling from grace. Millennium. And when we always come too late. I have to think that we were born to hate. Get up and see the sarcasm in my eyes. And when we always come too late. I have to think that we were born to hate. Get up and see the sarcasm in my eyes. Directing our fate. Millennium. It's not too late. Millennium. We're falling from grace. Millennium. And we won't stop. Millennium.
You did it. You did it, yeah. You are Robbie Williams.
Thank
you
you.
look like James Bond. You've got 8 gorgeous women around you. You've got fireworks, and you're still only 19. It don't get better than this, does it? Did you enjoy yourself?
I did very much,
I thought
actually.
you did. Well done. You're a top man. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Freeman as Robbie Williams. Before that all-important audience vote, there's one question that everyone wants answered. What happens behind those doors? Well, if you've ever lain awake at nights worrying about it, you really should get out more. But for anyone who's ever fancied themselves as a star guest, here's what happens when you go through that immortal portal.
A Nolan system.
Yeah.
Come on.
I look like Bette Blanche.
It's fantastic.
Here is definitely the key. Don't know if it'll make you sing better. But,
Nice little bit of hair again, isn't it, after all this time? You see the similarity? It's almost uncanny, isn't it?
I look like my mum. What my mum did in the 60s. She had jet black hair.
My dad will be impressed because he wears bands as a captain. So.
I want to hold it
Yeah.
that way.
So I don't get
until
stuck
you
in the
through.
doors.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so miserable.
When life is making you lonely, you can always go and do
Quiet, please. We are rehearsing now, thank you.
Yeah. Thing is, I'm sticking the chin out as well, yeah.
Oh, see.
well, I just think if I have that, I need more of that.
Well, and then suddenly, where does it end?
I have to stop talking and start thinking like Peggy.
I thought it was better for me.
It was much better.
It's not too late to recast, though, is it? But they're a very nice bunch and they're very, very solid, and I think they'll do extremely well.
Isn't it bizarre? All my life, I've tried never to have a catchphrase, and I've got one with my own name in it.
Yeah, it's a very odd.
Stand by to do Robbie Williams, please.
Red beans.
It's very weird up there. You feel, I wish I could do it again. Rehearsals seemed okay, but then when you get there, it's just so different. Nerves take over.
I really enjoyed it, actually. We do this for a living. Around the pubs, clubs, get an organ, learn it out, get a couple of books. What do you want, blood?
I feel such a sense of relief, and what was lovely was looking out and all my family and the Corrie girls, and you know.
That felt extraordinary. I was too scared, and when I went out, suddenly I lost my fear and I started to enjoy it. And once in a lifetime. That was a once in a lifetime. I've done it now.
Really, really nerve-wracking. But once you got out there and the crowds went, yeah, and you realised they were on your side and they want you to do well, then it was okay. And I couldn't wait to go and do it again.
Well, our stars have done their thing, or rather done someone else's thing. Tonight, it's been the story that Enid Blyton never wrote. The famous five go off their trolleys at Uncle Matthew's place. Ooh, lashings of ginger beer. But now it's the moment of truth. Whatever happens, all our stars have come through with flying colours. Walking through those doors takes real nerve, whether you're a baker from Barnstaple or an actor from Accrington. But only one celebrity can come back as tonight's winner. And now's the time for our studio audience to choose. Remember, you're voting for the best sound-alike, not the best look-alike. So, fingers on buttons, make a celebrity very happy. Cast your votes now. 5 fantastic performances, but who's your favourite? Is it Michelle Collins as Chrissie Hynde, Harry Hill as Morrissey, Denise Welch as Petula Clark, Kirsty Young as Peggy Lee, or Ben Freeman as Robbie Williams? And our star of stars is Peggy Lee!
laughing.
You were what?
I absolutely cannot believe that. I was sitting thinking, I wonder who it's going to be, and looking at I am completely gobsmacked.
I have never seen such a fantastic transformation in anybody
You're
from
so
the
kind.
moment you arrived to the development that you've been through, and then the joy when you were in front of the audience. It was fabulous to watch.
Oh, I just hope I can do it again, because I thought after I did it once, I thought, that's fine, that's it now, I've done it. That trauma is behind me.
No, you've got to do it again.
I know that now.
You see?
I know.
And of course, it will be Trevor McDonald next time.
As Peggy Lee.
You've done. Do you know, I'd pay good money to see that. Sorry. You see, whoever you are, whatever you do, once you're out on this stage, you're alone, just you, your talent, and a few million people. And all our celebrities were never less than amazing. Denise Welch, Harry Hill, Michelle Collins, and Ben Freeman. But only one can sing again as tonight's winner. So please welcome them back to centre stage one more time. Kirsty Young as Peggy Lee. Well done.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. But when you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight, fever. In the morning, fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name, and you know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight, fever. In the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever, that is something you all know. Fever is